Finally,
for 40 minutes.
40 minutes, we are now at Hermit's Rest. This is getting loud, sorry. This is the end terminal for Hermit, which is behind us. We got a water station up ahead, and Krystal had an amazing experience at the water station up in the village.
Oh my God. So this mom of, I don't know, 3, let all 3 of her little children put their mouths on the water spigot that is for everyone. I kind of lost my mind a little bit.
So yeah, hopefully this one, because it's a less touristy area, will be a little bit better. So we're gonna grab some water, grab a couple items, just make sure everything's topped up, and you know what? Welcome to Hermit's Rest, guys. Hope to see you guys on this trail soon. All right, so we are leaving Hermit's Rest. We've got our water filled, got a little wet just to help with the heat. There's a heat warning out today, so we're taking that really seriously. We're not going down there today, but it's definitely going to be a fun trip because we're going to be going below the rim for a few parts of it and above it for a few others. So this is our last chance to escape. Anyway, this right here is where we're starting. We're going to be following this trail all the way down back to the village. So that is our goal. Krystal,
yeah,
we got a 1 mile to Mohave Point. Are you ready to do this with your foot?
Yeah, both feet. Yeah, those dueling blisters, they'll be fine.
You sure?
I'm positive.
All right. So, all right, we're on the trail. Another few hundred feet, and we will be away from the roads and civilization and the noise. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun little trail. All right, we got a 1.5 miles to our next stop. There's the buses. Sorry, reading a little thing about the Rim Trail. This total trail is 14 miles, so I want to come back and do that if anyone wants to sign up for that. Yeah, this is going to be us for the rest of the day until sunset. Is this right here. So kind of excited, kind of exciting. Let's get started. About 1 mile in, Krystal's up ahead. Her feet are killing her, so she kept going. I stopped to take some photos and some establishing shots. So now I'm racing to catch up to her. My camera actually overheated. Had to stop using it. I had to wet down my hat and put it inside my hat. Let it dry out or cool down. So, but that's been some of the establishing shots. She's doing pretty good. She's stubborn, that's for sure. She doesn't want to say that she's hurting, which definitely gives me a little bit of concern about her safety. Not that she can't do it. She could absolutely do this. She can do the whole 8 miles, although she thinks it's only 5. I'm not going to correct her right now. But, you know, she's kicking ass, and she's not showing any signs of quitting. You can see her up there. Now the crappy part is, if you see behind me, I'm walking on asphalt. They went through and decided to pave this to make it an easier path for bicyclists. Unfortunately, actually makes it a less enjoyable hike for hikers, and hotter. Equipment's already failing, and I'm feeling the heat. Luckily we grabbed a lot of water, so my pack's nice and heavy right now with water weight at 2.2 pounds per liter. And I've got quite a bit in my pack, just because there is a heat warning out, and safety is really important. It's one of my big things. In fact, I have excluded people from coming on future hikes because they refuse to take safety seriously, not bringing water or other items, safety gear, on desert hikes. So, but yeah, that's the view. So that's what I'm going to be seeing for the next 6 or 7 hours. I'm really hoping that Krystal hits her stride and is able to enjoy herself, because this whole thing is pointless without that. However, there's a tap out option at the next major tourist point. There's a spot where you can get on a bus and go back to the tourist area, the main village, and just relax. And if she chooses to do that, that's absolutely okay. If she soldiers on, that's awesome. I just don't want her suffering needlessly. So I think she's really going to enjoy this. You guys would definitely enjoy this trip. Maybe come about a month later in the year than I did, and avoid the heat. So anyway, I'm gonna soldier on.
Hey, Adventure Time group, we are at stop number 1 of 10. We are at Pima. So far we've gone 1.1 miles. My feet are holding up great. Every once in a while I do a little wobble, but thankfully this path is nice and wide. This would be great for anyone who just wants a walk and doesn't want to go down the rim like we did yesterday. Highly suggest doing the rim trail.
Hey, I'm currently standing right behind the canyon. We're at Mohave Point. So far it's been really fun, and yeah, the reason why we're out here actually is the alternative was sitting around the house all day, all weekend, and watching random videos, which I know to me at the moment that sounds fun, but now that I'm out here it actually is really nice. It's nice and cool. Sometimes it gets a little warmer, but yeah, it's very nice.
Bad part beats got beat short. Okay.
So that's Krystal. She stops about 847 times on any given hike to get photos to other people, and it's really awesome. She should charge.
Take a dip in that river right there.
Right?
Do you remember what they said the river was?
About a couple thousand feet down.
and 48 degrees.
It's not bad.
Okay, I just want to dip my hat in it.
All right, so really excited. After Pima Point, the trail becomes an actual trail. And I don't know if you can see the angle, but the trail is right on the edge. So we're rocking and rolling on that and watching Krystal. And she's doing good. She's moving at a good pace. Definitely some scary spots here. Let me see if I can get an angle of what I just crossed at all. Kind of a scree slope down. But so far we're doing okay. Krystal, how you doing?
Doing great.
Good. She said she's doing great. So is this better than the asphalt?
Oh, for heat-wise? Oh my gosh, yes. It feels like 10, 15 degrees cooler in here.
Yeah, so I'm feeling the same way. It's a lot cooler in here. The trail's getting narrow and it's a steep edge, so I'm gonna free up my hands and maybe film a little bit more later. Because it's kind of exciting.
Okay, so we're just a little past Pima Point and we are on the, I guess the rim trail for real now, because as you can see down below, there is the Grand Canyon. And if our cameraman will pan along, you can see the route we're going to be taking is going to be following the complete edge of the south point of the south point of the Grand Canyon. Should be fun. We are higher than the birds.
All right, so we are at one of the highest points along the route, 3,000 feet straight down. So over half a mile. It is a literal, like, I'm usually really cool with heights, and even I'm getting what Krystal calls the yo-yos. And it's just an insane drop off. And then we're gonna walk from there all the way down that rim right there. And that's the path ahead of us. Try not to stop too much because Krystal has been trooping through this. Ow. Hey, I now have a cut to clean up later. I just got stabbed in the leg with a Spanish dagger, agave. So I don't want to check it out. Yeah, it's fine. Not the place to stop right here unless you have to. The trail's not very wide. So you guys can see, this is the path that we are taking. And really, really excited to show that now that we've scouted it out, really want to bring others up here. Had one person send me a message saying, hey, if I had known you were serious about the invite, I would have come. Guys, understand, we're always serious about those invites. If you get invited, it's because we want you to come. All right? So come check it out. All right, we got other adventures planned. Okay, so we're off the canyon and following a trail into the woods, because that's the route the trail took. Krystal? All right? Krystal is trooping on. I think her feet are taking a toll on her. So when we get to the next rest point where I can get her a shuttle and definitely seriously evaluate whether or not it's safe for her to continue on. You know, she doesn't want to stop. I totally get that. I don't like getting cold for safety, but I am really worried about her. But we'll address that when we get there. What's your stoke rating?
I want to keep going.
Well, at this point, we've been on the trail for a couple miles, and we're coming up to the abyss. Krystal's excited about the abyss.
The abyss.
But really proud of her. She's made a decision.
I am tapping out at the abyss. Well, I'm not that happy about it, but my blisters and the new blisters that are forming are making this pretty unhappy trails. So my stoke level is negative. So I'm gonna do the good thing and take a break while the guys continue on.
So we're going to continue on to the abyss where she can get a bus, and then we are going from there to meet up at Mohave Point. So we are still walking to the next checkpoint, and we have been on this awful convenient black asphalt path for a while now. They've actually paved a good chunk of this, but we're humping it. We're still going. Krystal took her boots off, let her feet air out for a while.
0.3 miles to the next stop.
0.3 miles.
Yeah. That's a stoke level of at least 2.
Stoke level of 2. Okay, we're stoked at level 2.
It was negative earlier.
It was.
Up.
Don't know if you can see over my shoulder, but that vista right there, that's where I'm going. So I'm going to get her on a bus, and then I'm walking to that, and we'll see what happens after that. She's doing good though. Definitely really wants a group of people to come back out here and do this. So, you know, looks like we're heading to the abyss. All right, so this is the abyss. The abyss. It's like 3,000 feet straight down, and it is where we're at now. So Krystal has party company. She went to go get her feet refreshed, grab some supplies, and that. And now I'm on the trail, breaking off away from the bus line, back on the actual dirt path trail, which I really enjoy. And give you an idea of where we're going. So, came from up there, and we are hiking to that point right there. Right there. That's where we're going to meet Krystal. So, it's about a mile away. Hopefully, we can make some good time on this trail. Sun is about an hour and a half from setting, and that is the end goal, is to be able to catch the sunset from over there. Tried last night. Unfortunately, half of our party was missing, and we were more worried about finding them safely. So I'm going to walk along here, this area called the Abyss. Has some other name, I'll look it up. I'll post it in the comments. So. How you holding up, Xander?
Good.
Xander decided to join me on this leg of the trip. He is taking the lead right now. So we're going. So, all right, we're at the Abyss with a 3,000-foot drop. Next stop is Mohave Point, and we're racing that big ball of light behind me. So, all right, kiddo.
Yeah.
See it out there?
Yeah.
You gotta go all the way out there. See this trail right here.
Okay.
Did we do it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Double time it?
Yeah.
All right. So we've been walking along this dirt path for a while. We got past the Abyss. Really is beautiful. You can see definitely where we're going, where we've been. We had to break and go up to the road for a little bit because the cliff was absolutely sheer, and it was you had to walk on the road because that was the end of it. It was a 3,000 foot down, and I'm not really into that kind of mountaineering today. So we're walking through some thick underbrush, animal tracks everywhere, plenty of people tracks obviously because this is a very touristy area. Animal scat. No people scat yet, and I'm thankful for that one. When we were in Orderville Canyon, Mount Zion, Krystal came almost face first with some people scat. So luckily all I've seen so far is horse and deer scat. At least that's what I'm hoping it is. Otherwise somebody's got some serious dietary problems. Like, serious. Go talk to a doctor, dude, if that's yours. I don't know if you guys are enjoying these videos or if they're a complete waste of time, but I'm enjoying them. They're motivational for me. So, you know, take it for what it is. All right, so we made it to the next checkpoint, which intercepts always with a bus stop along the route, which is a really nice thing. If you ever have to tap out, go grab some supplies, and then like section back in, you can literally do this as a section hike. You can just grab your stuff and come back to the same point. So we got 1.1 miles to our rendezvous with Krystal, and about an hour to sunset. So either way, looks like we're going to make it just on time. I'm sure she's there already. And, you know, like clockwork, here comes the bus, but we're not taking it. We're going to keep walking. So, so yep, there's one of the buses, and we're continuing on. We're on the trail, and besides, why would I want to be on a bus right now? This is amazing. All right, so quick reminder, that point right there, that was actually, it's the second one, yeah, the furthest one out there. That was the halfway point that Krystal made, way out there, and she went really far, so I'm really excited about that. And back into the woods we go. So the trail's kind of cool. It dips into the wilderness and then cuts back to the road about every mile. So, you know, you always have that way to either join a hike in progress, or you have to remove yourself, or if you have an injury, or it's too late, or exhaustion, you know, any of those things that can make hiking kind of rough, you got right there. So, you know, we got a few clouds. Kind of excited about those. I hope they stick around for sunset. They're gonna make the light a lot better. A lot better. So, you know, I don't know if you guys are looking at the background scenery or listening to me randomly ramble about trail thoughts. Actually, I do have a thought on that. Let me get through this little spot here. One of the things I wanted to talk about was trail safety. Doing search and rescue, doing just all of this is, I mentioned before that some people just aren't invited along anymore because their trail safety was terrifying. And you can say really easily that, you know, everyone's, you know, they got to be responsible for themselves type of thing. And I agree to you. But when you're in a group and you're not taking safety very seriously, it means you're not taking the group safety seriously. And if you get hurt or dehydrated, or you slip, let's see this right here, like my foot, another 6 inches and I'm 3,000 feet gone, right? If you don't take things really seriously, you're putting your whole team in danger. And that shows that you don't really have a lot of respect for your people. So, you know, that's how I feel about that. And when you're out here, you got to be serious about that aspect of things. So, you know, now, I don't know if the camera mic's going to pick it up, but if you listen really carefully and we're really quiet, you can hear the river. So what that's going on there is that you're actually hearing the rapids below us. Whoa. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down for a second. All right, so this trail is getting a little scary. Let's see if I can get you a good advantage. Just becoming a bit of a bouldering thing. Definitely had some washouts here, but still a trail, still navigable, and still not going to cut us off of our goal. Just gotta push through. That was a really crazy washout there. We're doing really well. We're making good time. All right, so I spoke too soon. We have some staircase, so I'm gonna go down, and then Xander's gonna follow me, so I can show you guys what it looks like. These are like some really steep, crazy steps cut into this. But wow, check out that view. All right, so you come on down, and then gotta make your way back up. You keep going, but I'm gonna show you. It's kind of cool the way that they're built into the wall. Waiting for the first idiot to go, oh my god, it's so crazy how those just naturally occur. Like, oh my god. Staring at this point ahead of us on the trail, I can see our target destination out there. I feel like I've been walking towards it forever, and it's just like one of those cartoons where they're walking on a treadmill and not really getting any closer to it, but I mean it's getting closer. I know that. I don't know. Just thinking if that was, you know, synonymous to life a little bit, about, you know, you try for something and you keep trying for something, you feel like you're not getting any closer to it, and you don't realize how much closer you're getting until you look back. When I look back, I see one, two, 3 ridges or outcroppings back, which is where I started. And that's, I don't know if the scale really shows in this video, that's forever ago. So even though my goal doesn't really look like it's any closer, right? My knees are definitely feeling it. You're like, what's the point? But I can look behind me and see how far I've come. And I don't know. Maybe there's something important in that. And looking back more than looking ahead. I don't know. Could just be tired and dehydrated and rambling. Take it for what it's worth.
Okay, I have been waiting here probably 10 minutes, not too long. A couple buses went by and I went up to the store and got cold drinks. That's the cachet. Xander's got a Powerade, and now we're gonna wait for the sunset and take pictures. So it should be fun.
So did I pick a good spot for the sunset?
Oh, we picked a very good spot for the sunset.
So
it's slowly but surely gotten more crowded as each bus has come by. More and more people are setting up for the show in about an hour, so it's a very popular place.
Yeah. Now we got a little bit of time, so there's a spot down the trail I want to show you.
Okay.
Not that far,
Okay.
trust me. I'm not gonna do that to you.
I have completely unlaced my shoes. Oh my gosh, my feet they're not happy. Their stoke level is -10.
Are you glad you tapped out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier about the reality of safety, and about how sometimes you got to put safety over your own goals. So.
Yeah. Well, and like, I know if I didn't grin and bear it through a little bit of this, that we wouldn't have come out at all. If I had said my feet hurt too much to come out on the trail, we wouldn't have come out of here at all. So I grinned and bared it for 2.5, 3 miles or so, a couple, not quite halfway, just so this guy could do it, because I knew he wanted to so bad.
It was great. Now the sad thing, right, is like right after the point that you broke out is when it went back to, like, you know, just pure walking path.
Instead of all those rocks I was tripping over.
There was no rocks, there was no asphalt. It was just, there was a staircase that was went down and then back up. It was carved in. So
next time
you actually get to see it in here when you get to watch the playback.
Okay. Did you hear me cawing?
I did hear you caw. We actually had.
Were you on that peak? Was that you?
Yeah, I was over there.
I saw you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
You made it pretty quickly.
Yeah, because we that was our halfway point. That
huge jet. You should turn it around so you can show them.
Oh, I will. I'll be showing them in a second here. But that's actually, it's where the sun's going to be setting over.
Yeah.
And no,
that's the abyss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so about halfway, the halfway point right there. About right there.
Yeah.
That's about where you got on the bus, and then we hiked the rest.
Okay. Yeah.
So, you know, you guys really should come and check this out. It's worth it.
Go on good feet.
Good feet. Yes, good feet. Lots of water.
Yeah, we definitely have lots of fluids.
So, all right, I'm gonna get set up. All right, so we made it to Mohave Point. Up there somewhere is Krystal and Xander. Sun is setting behind me, and there's beautiful cloud cover coming in. We got a ride arranged thanks to Krystal to get out of here after sunset, so that's going to be nice. So, yeah, that's going to be our view for sunset tonight. It's all that. So we've had a really cool day, all day. The sun is starting to set behind me, right there, and found a spot that didn't really have anything below it, kind of on the edge here, and I'm okay with that. It's quiet. So here it comes. So there it goes. One more time. The last time I watched this set, my mom was out here with me, so it was kind of a thing for this trip. So there it goes. And we finally were able to do our trip out here, which I've been trying to do forever. So, you guys should come back. We are coming back.